What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bill, and in today's video, just going over a quick tool that I got from Amazon. It's jf.egwo, jf.egwo.com. They sell on Amazon. They actually reached out to me, and they right around the time that we had the alternator issues with Matt's Bronco up at Badlands, they'd reached out to me and said, hey, we sell a 6,000 amp jump box and we were just using the one that Matt had, and I was like, well, that's perfect. Actually, I want to have one of those too, because that came in quite handy while we were there, especially when the alternator died, and was able to get us off the trail into the parking lot. So when they reached out, I was like, that is perfect, that's awesome, yes, I want one. And then they sent me this. Now, what they originally said they were sending me was just a 6,000 amp small like battery pack jump box. What they ended up sending me was this whole kit, and it's an all-in-one jump box and compressor. When I saw they were sending me this, I was like, okay, it's not exactly what I was expecting. I've had like some cheap jump boxes slash air compressor things in the past, or I even have one like these old plug-in to your lighter compressor type things that I've had laying around that I've used. They've come in handy at times, but it's not something I would really consider carrying around. So that's what I thought this was going to be. But this thing, is pretty nice. So it's got the compressor, air inflation on the back. It should be able to jump anything. It should be able to fill up anything. Now, I just so happen to have a low tire here. Driving back from Badlands, or not from Badlands, driving back from Silver Lake after beating up these fenders a bit. But that's a story for another video. What we're going to do with that, to address that, I'm going to do another video. But this, driving back, I got a TPMS warning. Had to stop and fill up my air. The air had gotten down to 20, and I had filled it up to almost 40. I think I was at 39 all around before we left. About halfway, it was 20. I got an alert. So I filled it back up and got back home, and it's gone back down. It's been sitting here for a couple of days, and I figured, why not put this thing to the test? So there's a power button. You see PSI, it's saying none because it's not hooked up. And just twist on. Yeah, so it's saying we are at 10 PSI. So I didn't start a stop, though it went up 1 PSI. Let's see how long it takes to fill this up. Took it about 11 minutes, almost 12 minutes to fill it up to 34. But we want to go to 39. about 13 minutes. So 13 minutes-ish to go from 10 PSI to 39 PSI on a 37 1250 R17. Not the super fastest in the world, but definitely decent, especially for being cordless. And I can grab this stuff everywhere, and it is not hot to touch anywhere, which I like. That other little one, I said if I let that run for 3 minutes uninterrupted, it's impossible to touch. This just ran for 13. It killed about 50% of the battery, but that's pretty impressive for a wireless compressor, I think. It does come with a plug where you can plug it in, and then you can inflate with the adapter, so you can plug it into your 12 volt. So if your car is running, start the car, you can power this, and so on. Like I said, it is a jump pack, so if your car is not starting, you can use this and jump it, and then get the car started, and then plug in the adapter, and you could run it off of that. It also has another plug, so when you're home you can charge it. Make sure it's fully charged before you're going out on a trip. And then it also has the jumper cables, which just plug into the side here. And jump thing. So it says if this is ever below 25%, don't try to jump anything. So just make sure it's always charged above 25%. And then it also comes with an extension hose for the compressor, so you can extend that out. And then it also has some extra tips for the end, so if you're inflating a raft or a ball or whatever you need to inflate, it works. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this. I didn't think I was going to like it when I first saw what it was. I thought, oh, a compressor slash jump box, it's going to be pretty cheap. It's going to be dinky. It's a very nice package. This is definitely going in the wife's car, or I'll probably end up buying their jump pack from them once we test this a little bit further and see how that aspect of it works. But I normally run around, have a compressor, have air and everything in the Bronco. However, I love the idea of having this. My wife has the worst luck when it comes to tires and getting flats. So I really love the idea of having this in her car. So definitely going to do that. So we'll test out how it works as a jump box. And clean my mess up over here. This boat's been sitting out here all year. It hasn't been touched. I'm probably going to end up selling it, but before I do, I need to make sure that it runs. So I know we're going to need the jump pack for this, and then actually the duty truck out front is dead too because I left the lights on in it. So we'll see how it works as a jump pack for those two dead items and go. But as a compressor, I'm pretty impressed, and I definitely want to keep that in the wife's car. Some time's passed since I last started making this video. I know I was going to try to jump start the boat. That's still sitting there with water and everything filled up in the cover that I haven't started taking apart. And we have a new build on the channel. Now, this is actually a new car I got for my daughter. She's learning how to drive, so this is her first car. She's super excited about it, and well, she actually even slept out here in it and camped out. That's how excited she was. But now the battery's dead. So, I don't know what I did with the key. Oh, there we go. Just so we could see, we got a little bit of light. We got a little bit of power here. But yeah, she needs to learn about that. But luckily, we got our JFEGWO power bank here. I did charge it, I think, since last time, but we can go ahead, pop this in here. There we go, the bright light's got much brighter now. And now let's try to start it up. Beautiful. Yeah, so this little thing is pretty awesome. It's come in handy. I was able to just jump the daughter's car. It wasn't completely dead, but she had ran down the battery, not realizing that you don't have infinite power on a battery. Lesson learned there. But yeah, and the compressor, I'm really, like I said, I was originally just hoping to get a power bank. They have a 6,000 amp power bank. That's what I wanted to keep in it's what I wanted for myself to keep in the Bronco. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to show the Bronco yet. Some other stuff going on there. But yeah, they sent the one with the compressor also. I'm impressed with the compressor. It filled up these tires. I filled up Matt's 40s with that. It had no issue with that. That being said, I'm probably going to go ahead and get just the jump pack because I normally have a compressor, but I definitely going to put this in the wife's Explorer. She has a hard time with keeping air in tires for whatever reason, and I like the fact of her having a jump pack instead of just jumper cables, so you don't need to wave somebody down and get a jump. That will get the car started if you have a dead battery. And if you need some quick air in the tire, it will do the job. It doesn't get super hot, so you can just throw it right back in the back and run with it. So yeah, like I said, I did not purchase this. They did send me this to give a review on it. I've checked it out. It's pretty solid. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I'm definitely putting that in the wife's car, and I'm probably going to go ahead and order their smaller jump pack just to leave in the Bronco as well. Just so we have it for any emergency situations or helping anybody else out that we can. So yeah, special thanks to JFEGWO. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check this out. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.